sacrifice, so how can I do sacrifice? So that is called as karma yoga. Karma yoga is also sacrifice, actually. And how? So that is what is Krishna is explaining here. Tasmad ashaktah satatam karyam karma samachara asakto hi acharam karmo param apnoti purushaha. So he says here that therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities, one should act as a matter of duty. By working without attachment, one attains the Supreme. So we should do our actions, but without getting attached or claiming the results of the action. That is also a sacrifice. So suppose you are a doctor, then you go to the hospital, you treat the patients, do your work best, but whatever the outcome is not in your hand, like say you do a job, the job is in your hand, but outcome is not. So Krishna is saying that don't get attached to the outcome. You do your work best, and that is also a tapasya or sacrifice. And then he gave an example of the king Chanak, about which we talked last time also. And then in the next shloka, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, so in this shloka you can repeat after me. Is that okay? Yada yada charati shreshthas
Yada yada charti shreshthas
tad tad evetaro jana
Tata tada evetaro jana
sayat pramanam kurute
Sayat pramanam kurute
lokastat anuvartate.
Lokastad anuvartate.
So Krishna is saying to Arjuna, whatever action a great man performs, common man follow. And whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, the world pursues. So here, Krishna is telling to Arjuna that Shrestha is the word here, which means great man. Nowadays, the great men are called as leaders, right? Is that right? No? Great men are the leaders nowadays, right? Like Prime Minister of Canada is a great man. Prime Minister of India is also a great man.
The leaders are not great.
But nowadays, greatness, people whom do people follow is also there's a standards are different, right? Nowadays,
Hero and heroines, actresses are great people.
people are. So here it is said that whatever the action a great man performs. Now, if a great man has a different hairstyle, the whole world will follow that person's hairstyle, right? If a great man is like, say, Michael Jackson, who is not no more, but he dances in a particular way, then everybody follows him, right? So he says, whatever action a great man performs, the common man follow. And this is true, right? Like in a family, who is the great man in a family? In a family, who is the great man? Father, right?
No.
Or a great woman is mother. So whatever the parents do, the children follow actually, right? So he says, whatever the action a great man performs, the common man, tada eva taro jana. Jana means
People, common people.
जनता बोलते हैं इंडिया में ना, जनता. So आम आदमी, people follow whosoever the leaders is doing, right? So as a leader, we have to be really careful. Sayat pramanam kurute. Praman means the standard.
Examples.
Now the leaders or whosoever is the head of the family, he sets the standard. Like say, in a home, say you have a standard that you don't eat without offering. Okay, for example, the food, okay, which is the part of the bhakti yoga process. So now if you set up that standard in the home, that nobody eats the food without offering, then what will happen? The children, the young children, they will get that from the head and from the childhood. Okay, we can't eat without offering. So then that is the standard in the house. Like say in the standard house, in the house standard is that we are going to eat only vegetarian food. That is the standard set by the family elder. Then children, even though they want it, we say, okay, in the house we don't cook it. That is the standard we have set. We're going to be vegetarian family. Or some families set the standard as a vegan family, like that. So there are standards which are set up by the family members and by the elders actually, elders in the family. And then the others will follow. Lokas tad anuvartate. Anuvartate means following. So we have to be really careful and exemplary in our actions as a father, as a mother, as a teacher. We have to be really, really careful about it. So Srila Prabhupada writes something about that. People in general always require a leader who can teach the public by practical behavior. A leader cannot teach the public to stop smoking if he himself smokes. Right? If I am doing bad activity in a doctor, I've seen doctors also, they say don't smoke, and then when the patient is gone, they smoke. And that does not have an effect. There's a story, there was a mother, and she always used to tell his son that please don't eat chocolates, please don't eat chocolates, because your teeth will become bad and you'll have dental caries and all those things. But the child never listened, and he used to eat the chocolates every day. So mother was worried about the child. So mother, one day, she came across a saintly person, sadhu, a yogi, and she asked him that, can you please help me? My son is eating a lot of chocolates every day, and I don't know, I have told him many times, but he is not listening. What should I do? So saintly person said that you come after 2 weeks, then I will help you. So after 2 weeks, mother came with the child, and the saintly person, the sadhu, said that please don't eat the chocolate, it's not good for your health. Who? That son. And they left. And surprisingly, the child did not eat chocolate after the saintly person told him that don't eat the chocolates. So mother was really surprised. He said that I told him so many times, he never listened to me. And then this sadhu told him once and he listened. But she had a question that why did he tell to come after 2 weeks? He could have told at that time also. So she went to the sadhu and asked him that why did you not tell him not to eat the chocolates 2 weeks before? So the sadhu said that 2 weeks before I myself was eating chocolates. So I can't tell somebody not to eat chocolate if I am eating myself. Because if you preach something which you don't practice, then it has less impact. It does not make sense, Like, so I have some friends, doctors, they are doctors, they smoke actually. But to the patients, they say, please don't smoke. So that patients also keep on smoking because the lifestyle is like that. So, a leader cannot teach the public to stop smoking if he himself smokes. If father is smoking and ask children, please don't smoke, the smoking is bad. You know, one of our family friend here in Thunder Bay, he told me about his life. He said that when his daughter was young, he used to smoke. You know, when he was also young person. But he used to smoke hiding, you know, so that the children don't see it. But one day his daughter saw him smoking and he said, smoking is bad, Daddy. Why are you smoking? So then he gave up the smoking because he got the message that if I smoke, then my children will also smoke one day. Lord Chaitanya said that a teacher should behave properly before he begins teaching. So we all are teachers one way or another, right? We teach our children. Do we teach our children? Keshavan, do you teach them? Prabhuji, do you teach your child? Yeah? We all are teachers, right? One way or other. One who teaches in that way is called as Acharya or ideal teacher. So Acharya means, Achar is a Sanskrit word. Achar means to put into practice. And who is the Acharya? Acharya is the one who puts the teachings into the practice. Right? So Srila Prabhupada wrote this Bhagavad Gita, and this Bhagavad Gita is the highest selling Bhagavad Gita on the planet. Okay? Millions of copies of this Bhagavad Gita are being sold, and as I said, there are 400 translations of Bhagavad Gita on the planet. But if you go to any library in the world, I'm saying any library in the world, any university, you will definitely find this Bhagavad Gita. This has been translated into 84 different languages of the world. Why it is so? You know why? Because Srila Prabhupada, who wrote this Bhagavad Gita, put it into practice. He lived his life as per the Bhagavad Gita, so that the message what he is conveying in the Gita is his own realizations. And that is why this Gita is being appreciated all over. And that is why he is called as Acharya. Acharya means one who puts that into practice. So that is very important. Therefore, a teacher must follow the principles of Shastra to teach the common man. The teacher cannot manufacture rules against the principles of revealed scriptures. Okay, so there are rules and regulations in the Bhakti Yoga process. You cannot whimsically design by your own convention something. A teacher in the military school, you know, in the army, you follow the steps. You can't do something by your own because the other army will throw you out. You have to follow the rules and regulations as per the army. Similarly is with the Bhakti Yoga. The revealed scriptures like Manu Sahinta and similar others are considered the standard books to be followed by the human society. So there is a book called as Manu Sahinta. Like Bhagavad Gita is one of the book. Manu Sahinta is the book, and in Manu Sahinta there are various formulas prescribed that a man should do at a particular time. What in the morning, what are the duties, afternoon, what are the duties, evening, what are the duties, and how to follow your life. Thus, the leader's teaching should be based on the principles of such standard Shastras. One who desires to improve himself must follow the standard rules as they are practiced by the great teachers. You know, there are great teachers on this planet. They are called as Mahajans. It is said that Mahajana Yena Gathesta Pantha, which means that if you want to simplify your life, do we want to simplify our life? It is complicated a little bit nowadays, right? So if you want to simplify our life, then we have to follow the people who are successful. That is called as, in the marketing principle, it is called benchmarking. Have you heard about benchmarking? Anybody has heard benchmarking? No? Benchmarking is followed by Toyota. When the Toyota was down in the initial stages, the company Toyota, they followed the principle called as benchmarking, which means that they looked at the other people who were successful. And they said, okay, if we are not getting the success, then there might be reason and there might be the thing which we can learn from our competitors. And they look upon them as a standard and they learn from them, and then that is the benchmark. They say, okay, we have to achieve these standards. And then you climb on that. That is called as benchmarking. So Mahajana means that the people who have lived their life successfully, and there are 12 Mahajans. Who are the Mahajans?
Babare, Janak.
So there are various personalities in the history who have lived their life very successfully. So one of them is Narada Muni. Narada Muni is a great sage who is also Mahajan. And what is the simple thing we learn from Narada Muni? What do we learn from Narada? Always chant the Narayan name, holy name. And there is another Mahajan called as Bali. Bali was the king. And what do we learn from Bali? Charity. You have to be charitable. You know, life of human has to be charitable. We have to give as much as we can. If we give, then we get the benefit out of it. So then there is another Mahajan called as Bhishma Pitamaha. These are all Mahajans. And there is Shiva. Lord Shiva is also a Mahajan.
Janak Raja.
Maharaja Janak is also Mahajan. So there are various personalities who have lived their life upon certain rules and regulations. The Srimad Bhagavatam also affirms that one should follow the footsteps of great acharyas, and that is the way of progress on the path of spiritual realization. The king or executive head of a state, father and the school teacher, all are considered to be the natural leaders of innocent people in general. He is using the word innocent people. So people are innocent in general, and they are bombarded by the advertisements and the marketing principles, so that the people follow unnecessary things, So all such natural leaders have a great responsibility to their dependents. Therefore, they must be conversant with the standard books of moral and spiritual codes of conduct. So there are standard books which helps us to set the codes of conduct, and one of the book is Bhagavad Gita. And it is a very, very important book for all of us if we want to make our life successful. So I recommend it to read this book. Next week we are celebrating Gita Jayanti, so it is an opportunity for all of us to sit together and read it. So we request everybody to come and participate in Gita Jayanti program. Thank you so much. Any questions? Any comments? No? Dave, do you have any questions? Are you okay? That's good. Thank you so much. So we'll take prasadam. we'll all go downstairs and take prasadam. We recite a prayer called as prasadam prayer. And it's on the screen. So we all recite together. Mahaprasade Govinde Namo Brahmane Vaishnave Swalpapunyavatan Rajan Vishwaso Naiva Jayate Sharira Vidya Jal Judendriyata Hekal Jiva Fele Vishay Sagare Tara Madhye Jiveti Lohomaye Sudurmati Take Cheta Katina Sansare Krishna Bado Dayamai Kori Bara Jiva Jai Swaprasad Nudila Pai Senamrita Pai Radha Krishna Gun Gao Premida Kuchitanitai Janiva Janitai. Thank you. So we will go downstairs. There is a prasadam area where we will take the food. And then at 7 o'clock, or maybe before that also, if you all are done with prasadam, then we'll do the last closing ceremony. Aarti. Thank you, Hare Krishna.